Once again, I say greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and anywhere else this video is being shown. 'Tis I, once again, the Celine driver, with an update on a previously videoed watch and a new unboxing for you. First of all, the update. This is going to be an update on my Squale Baby Master. You might remember that I did a video on that recently, and I think I mentioned in the video that I was not a big fan of the strap. I've never been a fan of dive straps. I prefer bracelets or leather straps. And when I first saw the watch for sale by my good friend Parker, he had it on a light brown, sort of a camel tan leather strap, which he chose not to send. I looked around and I found one in a place, somewhat controversial place with some of my fellow watch enthusiasts. The opinions on this guy is you either like him or you hate him, but I think that's a bit extreme on the hate part. I don't understand that, but I found on the Urban Gentry website a collar strap, very reasonably priced, looked pretty much like the strap that Parker had on it, and I went ahead and bought it, and it arrived very quickly, well packed, and as you can see, has the T on there for TGV, Tristano, I believe is his name, and put it on. It's an 18 millimeter, as you might remember, and I think it just lifts the whole watch to a much higher level than the black rubber silicone. So, and it feels really nice on the hand, on the wrist. And as you can see, made in Italy, as you would expect from something that came from Urban Gentry. Very classy looking, and I think it makes the watch look that much better and that much more wearable. So and it's running beautifully. So end of update for this, and really enjoying my third Squale purchase. Now I have an unboxing, but before I get to that, this was supposed to be done 4 or 5 days ago. This would be Friday, May 4th. This was supposed to be in my hands on April 30th. Bit of a faff with FedEx and customs, because this came from Mexico. Nice guy. Bought this from an eBay seller, and it was a nice guy, great to work with, but something happened between there and here, something called a watch worksheet, which evidently, from what I've understood from feedback from Facebook folks, is something unique to the United States, where you have to have this worksheet that asks a whole bunch of really basic questions about material and jewels and straps and this and that. And if you don't have it, this ain't going anywhere. So it took a while. It took overall, I'd say 8 phone calls and dozens of emails to get to the right folks, FedEx trade networks, and a couple of really nice ladies took ownership of the problem. They got me the form online. I printed it out. I filled it out. I sent it in. It was wrong. I missed a few things. They helped me fix the errors, and got it in, got the form approved, got it released, and it's here. It took longer than I thought. It was a bit more anxiety than I really wanted, but for this watch, I think it's worth it. And it is my 4th Squale. Now, once again, my disclaimer, which I think I've left off a few times, these watches are mine. My money, my choices, my purchase, my opinions. Nobody's feeding me information. Nobody's telling me what to say or what not to say. So everything I say is my opinions, and you can take that to the bank. Now, this isn't just any old Squale, but we'll get to that in a second. The new style Squale black box, which I've already taken out of the FedEx packaging because I don't do knife work on camera, came with the tag, and actually he was nice enough to include the original plastics for the front and back, which I don't really care about. Um, but the original tag, which is nice. And this particular unique Squale, this might be a giveaway as to what it is, comes with a pin from the co-designer of this watch. And as I said, he's a bit controversial. People love him or they hate him. I don't understand the hate, but whatever. And this we'll finally give it away. The Squale warranty card signed by TGV. And you can see the purchase day. Original purchase day was 10/23/17. And it looks like it was bought through Long Island Watch, since I happen to know that's Long Island Watch's address. And they are the online store for Squale. And the standard Squale instruction book. But here is the star of the show, the limited edition Squale Lion, what they call it, the Lion Shark. The TGV Lion Shark Edition Squale 30 Atmos. I first saw this actually on TGV's channel, and Tristano did a very in-depth review of the watch, and I fell in love with the combination of the gray-blue sunburst dial, which you can see how it's playing with the light. Look at that. And the red bezel. So I searched for a while, and I found one on eBay, and got an agreeable price, and picked it up. And despite the FedEx fiasco that I described a moment ago, it is definitely, to me, worth it. I think this is a gorgeous piece. Now, yes, there is a little damage down at the bottom of the bezel. I think I might reach out to the governor, as he calls himself, and see if he can help me find another bezel. But I'm not too worried about it. I mean, it's as he says, it's character. It's all about the Case is 316L stainless, and as I said, it is a 60 click bezel with an anti-reflective sapphire crystal. Just it was worth the agony. It really, I mean, and it was agonizing waiting for this thing. It was sitting in Memphis, Tennessee for 4 days. I've never been to Memphis, Tennessee. This thing should have picked me up some barbecue, sent it down with me. But it was worth it. It was worth the wait. It was worth the grief. And let's see. I believe we have the Squale logo on the buckle, and this was a nice touch. The Von Braun signature on the crown. Yeah, on the crown. Yeah, crown. Can't think. I'm just mesmerized by. I really am mesmerized by the way this watch looks. I love the red contrast with the. To me, that's kind of a gray. It's a gray face with some blue tint to it. Just a lovely overall effect. I'm gonna put her on here. See how she feels. Oh yeah. Yep. Tristano, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the channel. I'm a fan of your watch. So I'm very happy to own this. If I can figure out how to fix that bezel. Minor detail in my opinion, but just obviously the guy who owned it before me with a much smaller wrist, if that's where he was wearing it. But yeah, if it becomes bothersome to me, it's easy enough to find a good quality black leather band, or maybe I'll contact Squale and get one of their mesh bracelets. I have that on my blue 1521. And just look at the contrast between 2017 and, what did I say, 1969. That's a hell of a difference, you gotta admit. We've come quite a long way from baby to papa. But I love them both. Very happy with both. So, get this off. This band is still a little stiff. I kind of like that. I like the fact that it's still a little stiff up here. It means he, didn't get a lot of wear and tear. But I mean, just the case is obvious that there's very little wear and tear in this thing, other than a couple little dings on the bezel, and it's a detail. I'll either deal with it or I won't. Anyway, I'm very happy to have picked up a TGV edition Squale 1521. I have my eye on another Squale. I'm not sure where I'm going to get it from or when that's going to happen, but I do have an eye on the Squale Tropic. I'm sorry. I think it's 1545 with the it's a dual colored bezel insert. I kind of have my eye on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the trigger on that one or not. Got too many damn watches anyway. I should try selling some of them. But that's another subject for another video, perhaps. Anyway, I'm going to leave it with that, with my happiness in my purchase, my happiness in finally receiving, better late than never, and my happiness in acquiring what, in my opinion, is a very nice piece of horology. So, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. There's my thumbs up. If you have comments down there, I answer all comments, even the negative ones, although, let's keep the TGV controversy to a minimum. I know everyone's opinion on that, and quite frankly, I don't care. I like his channel. I like the guy, and I'm happy to get advice from all sources. And please consider subscribing. We just recently went over 100 subscribers for such a little channel that gets no publicity, and I'm very happy about that, and I thank you all for subscribing. Have a good day. I'll see you in the next video.